Happy New Year! Welcome to the Red Booth Show. Tonight's episode features Los Angeles band Madus. They have a great sound, and we talk about their new album that's coming out. So come and join us. So this is the band Madus. Thank you guys for coming on the show.
Thank you for having
us.
Thank you.
Yes, why don't we introduce each of you?
Sure. My name's Dugan.
I'm Kirby.
I'm Sam.
And Dugan, you are the lead vocals?
Yes.
And you, Kirby, are the guitarist?
Yes.
And you're the drummer, right, Sam?
Yes, ma'am.
Very cool. And you have a bassist too, but he's not available today,
Correct.
right?
Yeah. Doing bass player things.
Yeah.
Those bass players are weird. Yeah. Just kidding.
Yeah.
So cool. Well, thanks for coming on the show today.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah, so I know that you guys are going into the studio to work on your next album.
Mm-hmm.
That's really exciting.
Yeah. Really excited to be working with this dude, Keith Armstrong. He's worked with a lot of other people that we really like Kevin and Young Rapscallions. And he's just like, to work with somebody of that caliber is really awesome. He really knows his way around like tones, and he's not afraid to tell you when to pick it up and do better, and it's fun. It's really good.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have the new album sort of like planned out already? Do you have like the name and all the songs that are going to be on it? And...
We have the songs that are going to be on it for sure. As far as like the whole package of it, we're still kind of putting together everything and just kind of making it a whole package, a picture perfect package, so.
Cool.
Yeah.
Still messing around with names and artwork and everything, so.
What kind of a like vibe are you kind of going towards?
Musically or just in general?
Yeah, in general or yeah.
Whiny, melodramatic, crying all the time.
It's riffier. It's got more, riffs than some of the other stuff that we've done.
Cool.
It is, I guess it's just kind of more straightforward rock in a sense, kind of done our way with some of the older stuff that we've done. I think we've kind of found a sound that we're liking, so.
Yeah, I think in the beginning of our bandhood, we were very much along the lines of trying to be just like very big and epic and grandiose. And now we're trying to play more stuff that people can kind of dance to and have fun to at a bar, and we went like that way, and now we're trying to kind of meet somewhere in the middle, still write really cool, good songs, but that can groove really hard and dance to, yeah.
That's cool, like more playful sort of
Yeah.
stuff. Well, I mean, you guys have some really awesome songs. I've been listening to your tracks, and
Cool.
yeah, I love your sound.
Oh,
Thank you.
Yeah, and you have a great voice. It's really awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
It's definitely some of the other songs you have are like a bit slower and more like, I guess you could say, like more emotional, I guess, or like kind of like a deeper sort of. You guys kind of go there, I guess.
We
on
go
those
there.
ones.
Yeah.
Dip in.
Yeah.
Who writes like the lyrics and stuff?
Yeah, I'll do the lyrics, but it's definitely it's definitely a collective writing process. We'll bounce ideas off each other, and it's I'll do the lyrics and stuff. But sometimes it's funny. Even like I think a couple days ago, I'll write a lyric, and we're all really feeling the same vibe. Like, oh yeah, I really get like what this song is about and what the groove is about, and whatever. But then like somebody doesn't even know what I've been saying for like 6 months. Like they're just like, oh, you're saying that? Like I thought you were, yeah. So you don't actually know until it's written out sometimes. It's kind of the power of music, I guess. Doesn't necessarily matter what language you're singing it in. You could still get like the impact. But there's like those secret messages from the singer person if you interpret them.
It's cool. I'll have to pay attention more and be like, what is he trying to really say?
Yeah.
What does this really mean?
You can spend days trying to figure out what he's trying to really say. I promise you that.
He's actually singing in Elvish.
J.R.R. Tolkien band.
Yeah.
Strictly Lord of the Rings.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So how did you guys first get together?
So.
eHarmony.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
We always joke about that, but it was, in reality, it was a very a music version of eHarmony. It's like this website called Bandmix, where everyone goes up online and you make your own profile. You say like how old you are, what kind of music you like, how serious you are about it, how available you are. And I thought it was like a big waste of time actually at first. I signed up and never used it, and like 6 months went by, and I got an email saying, "Oh, you have a new message from Dugan Cruz." And so I read it, and I was like, "Oh, I think he's just
cute."
Yeah.
I guess I'm available.
Are you available? Yes. Are you available?
The rest was history.
So I'm sitting in between them right now.
He's been banging on my drums ever since.
Yeah, Kirby's like, "That's really awkward."
Yeah.
Do you guys like put samples in your profile on there, or like did they get to hear like what you play? And
Well,
stuff
we
like
were
that?
both very early in our musical careers, so like he didn't have anything to show for it at the time. Neither did I really. I mean, I kind of played a few things here and there that I posted, that I wrote about it, but neither of us really had any recorded music at the time to like show.
That makes sense because you're not really like in a band yet, supposedly on there.
Right?
So.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah. We all of us actually kind of started. We both played music before, but we'd all started our band lives kind of late in the game. You know, we were 19,
Something like
20
that.
when we first played in bands, whereas like a lot of kids would be playing since they were 13, 14.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we played music, but we just never really got into being in bands until then.
Well, that's ahead of the game for some other people, I'm sure. Like
Yeah.
some people
It's
wait
all
until they're in their
relative, yeah.
20s, and
Yeah.
like, who knows, you know?
Yeah.
So that's cool.
And then we met him actually. Dude, they worked together at a laser tag spot.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
when we would be blowing up balloons in the back, we'd be talking about like the latest Muse album or
Joe
like
Satriani.
Joe Satriani
Yeah.
or whatever, just talking music. And yeah, we actually we worked with this other musician, a cool guy, Justin Chase. Yeah.
The Chase experience.
And
I hear
yeah.
he started a bank. I haven't seen him since. I don't know where he's at.
If you know where Justin Chase is, please contact us.
I think he's at Bill Cosby's School of Romance. No, sorry.
He was doing a show and didn't hire. He asked. He didn't hire
There was
anyone.
no money involved
Yeah.
in that. There was no hiring process.
He asked Dugan and Sam and Connor, who's Dugan's brother, who I guess was in the band at the time, to play as a background band for an event that he was doing, and he asked me to play guitar too. So in the midst of like rehearsing and stuff, like the four of us would jam when Justin was off doing his own thing, and yeah, I just really wanted to be in the band, and I pretty much told him, I was like, guys, I like you.
If you like me, it's cool.
Yeah.
We can like each other.
Yeah. And now we're sitting in a big red booth together.
Yeah, here we are.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool. He's now actually doing. He's got this nonprofit called Be More Heroic.
Yeah.
Which started out as just a anti-bullying campaign, and it kind of grew into a lot more than that. And they got all kinds of cool stuff going on now. And we went around as his like band for a while. And we got to tour around a little bit. We just pretty much went to New Jersey, New York, and did some stuff here in LA for him. And yeah, so that was a really cool experience.
This is Justin Chase you're talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So how long ago was that when you guys started the band?
Technically, it was 4 years ago when we started playing music together, me and this guy. And then Kirby was not long after that, maybe like 6 months or something, maybe 8.
Yeah.
Something like that. It was
Yeah.
pretty quick. So we've been playing music for about 4 years. There's the dark ages, which is when we were just playing music and trying to live normal girlfriend lives. So technically it's like 2 years, but
Yeah.
it's good. It's good times.
Yeah, and well, because we started out as our first name was Tangent Transmission, and
Say that 20 times fast.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so we were that band from 2009 through 2013, and then mid 2013 we changed our name to Madus. So, and we feel like we're like a new band, which is kind of why we wanted to change the name.
Why? Like, what was the difference? Was it the sound that changed, or?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of like what I was telling you earlier about like having that trying to be epic and grandiose sound, and on top of that, just the songs were ridiculous. Like they're
Yeah.
good, and there was some really cool stuff in there that I still love, but like the songwriting was just not good.
really
Was it like epic rock ballads?
No,
No, not even that cool.
It's like
no.
demented circus rock.
Some of
Kinda,
them, yeah,
some of it.
definitely.
Ah,
It was.
yes.
You could tell that like 18-year-old kids wrote it, you know, which is fine. But we the bigger thing is we were all like, damn, this name sucks. We want like something that you can actually say in a loud club that people will be able to take in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Which is why that was the biggest reason why we wanted to change the name, and so we changed it to Madus.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I totally love the way that you guys have done your last couple like releases and stuff, and the cover art for your albums.
Thank
Really,
you.
really cool.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah. Who does that out of you guys? Do you guys have someone?
It's definitely not us.
No.
We are, I wish I could steal her work, but no, it's a couple people. Louis did Secret Sex Machine, right?
Yeah.
That was his photographer. Did Shiva do anything to that, or was that just
she
him?
just like put the text on it.
Okay, so yeah, we.
Louis who?
His cousin is like a photographer.
Yeah, his name is Louis Noble,
Cool.
and he goes by Lou. If he heard me say Lou, he'd probably kill me. But Lou Noble, great photographer, and he did our cover for Secret Sex Machine, which is like a silhouette of a girl with a blue background.
That was from December last year, right?
Right.
That-
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cool.
And so he did that, and then there's a girl named Shiva Kafai, who did the last few things, right? Oh no,
Yeah.
she did a couple. She did Look Like an Angel for us, and she did our debut artwork for the debut EP. And then the last one was a guy named Michael Gallegos.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah, that's right.
Sorry, not even the last one. God, there's been so many. We can't even.
There's
Michael
been
Gallegos did
4.
Running Free with Truth. And then Endless Fire was a picture. Like, I was at my friend's house one day, and he was out at Jawbone Canyon out in the desert, and there was like a big barrel that was just lit on fire, and he had video of it. I was like, dude, that's really cool, man. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, oh, it's like a really cool image. And so he took
Still?
a still shot of it, sent it to me, and then I sent it to Shiva, and
She
she
doctored it up.
did all kinds of cool stuff to
Yeah.
it and made it look like it could actually be a cover for an EP, so or
That's
for a
awesome.
single, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the most recent one you guys released.
Right,
Yeah.
for Endless
Endless
Fire.
Fire.
Yeah.
That's a really, really good song. I really like it.
Oh,
Thank
cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys should definitely check it out. I know they can find you on Bandcamp, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing you want to tell them where else you guys-
SoundCloud, Reverb Nation,
Is it .com/Madus?
Madus.
Madus Music.
Yeah, it's
Madus
all
Music.
pretty much all of them are
All of it.
/Madus Music, except SoundCloud is /Madus-1.
Was there already a Madus or something? You're
Yeah, there's like
"Oh,
already
man."
a Madus Music for whatever reason, so
Not that one.
yeah.
It was just like some person too that was like uploading video or like I don't know, like family dinners or something. It was.
What?
It's not even like music. It's
On
like-
Bandcamp?
Yeah, it's like some.
No, it was on
SoundCloud.
Oh, on SoundCloud.
Yeah, on SoundCloud.
Weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was goofy.
So, well, what kind of advice do you guys have for people like trying to, get into this business, I should say?
Don't. I'm just kidding.
I think we're still looking for that.
There's a lot of advice we need. I don't know. I think the biggest thing with any kind of art is just like continuing to actually believe that you're awesome and worth getting up every day and doing what you love to do. It's really easy
Yeah.
in such a world where you're continuously just oversaturated with so much so fast to lose sight of why you're even here sometimes, just to be alive even. And so with art on top of that, I think the biggest thing is just like really take the time doing whatever your process is, if that's playing World of Warcraft for a little bit, or if that's going on hikes or painting or whatever it is that helps you really get in touch with what wants to come out. Keep doing that, because it's really easy to fall into a downward spiral of American depression. Is that too much?
Well,
Sorry.
hey, music definitely keeps you you
Yeah.
happy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think too, it's there's one thing if it's like something that makes you feel good, and we're all Beatles fans and John Lennon fans, which is the whole happiness quote that he said, and I think we all try to live our lives that way. But also too, if it's something that you really want to do, like not only stick with it, but like make the sacrifices, because
Yeah.
you can't just keep saying, oh, I'll do this when this comes, right? It's like, it's just start now.
How often do you guys practice?
As much as we can. I mean, there's some times where it's like 4 times a week, 3 times. I mean, usually it's about 2 or 3 times a week.
That's
But then
good.
we see each other nearly every day. it seems
Yeah,
like,
it's always a phone call,
Yeah,
like
it's always talking to each other.
30 texts from these guys. Like
We're each
every
other's
day.
girlfriends.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah,
Seriously.
it's true.
Yeah.
It depends a little on what's going on at the time. Like if we're recording, we're not going to be practicing a lot,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
or depend if we have a big show coming up or a tour coming up, then we'll probably practice 4 or 5 times that week. It just depends.
Yeah, and you guys have a tour coming up in March, right?
Yeah, we're still working out the logistics. We're not 100% sure where we're going to be going. All we know is we're starting in Palm Springs and going to Arizona so far. And then we'll either be going further east and going into Texas, or we'll head up north.
It's like Portland.
And maybe Seattle and do up that and then come back.
Cool. Do you guys have like a booking agent, or are you just booking it all yourself?
That'd be
all DIY, yeah.
Wow, that's so cool though.
Yeah, it is cool. It'd be nice to one day have a booking agent,
but I mean, like, just to go out and like make it happen on your own.
Yeah,
that's
the only way to do it.
And I think going back to what you were asking earlier about like advice for bands, I mean, just not waiting around for a record label or a booking agent or anyone to come do things for you. If you really want to do this, make it happen yourself. Because in today's day and age, there's so many bands. Record labels don't have money. No one cares about you unless you're already big, So if you really think you're good and you have something to prove, then prove it and do it yourself, And we're still working on it. We haven't fully done everything we want to do by a long shot, but everything we have done is from things that it happened on our own.
Well, that's one of the reasons I really wanted you guys to come on the show, because I mean, I know that you don't have like a big record label, you're not doing, whatever, but you have done some really good albums so far. Your releases are really awesome, and I think you're really talented, and I just think people need to know about you, really.
Oh.
That's really the main thing. Like, that's the hardest thing probably I think bands face, is getting themselves known.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, like, it seems like as a musician, like, you're focused on the music, and the marketing aspect of it is like a whole nother thing, right?
Yeah.
Completely different skill set,
Yeah. So
it's tough too, because if you are a kind of guy who likes to do more business things, it's hard to do both of them. Like a lot of times it's really easy to get in the mindset of oh, we got to do marketing for this, we got to do promotion, and we got to book shows and all this, and then you forget about the music. It's like, oh, I should be writing music too. So in that sense, it is really hard.
Yeah.
You just got to do your best. I don't know.
Well, you guys are doing really awesome so far, so I'm sure it'll be a good tour, and the more places that get to hear your music, the better. So
thank you.
Yeah. Do you guys do your own I should say mixing and mastering and stuff like that?
No. We're learning a little bit now. I think with this set of recordings, this is the first time where we like really took the time to do our own pre-pro. Really sit down with each song beforehand and like kind of see what we could do with it, recording it on our own, making our own demos. We've like scratched the surface of like basic stuff, and maybe down the road it'd be cool to aspire to be like a Josh Omi or something like that. But
who's going to be producing this album with you?
Well, there's one track that's going to be produced by Tyler Demarest from Kevin. That was really cool, actually. That was a cool experience.
Doing pre-pro and stuff.
Yeah, just to have somebody come in as a fifth member and like, step into that intimate writing space and go, yeah, that's cool that you did that. Why don't we try this? And he was such a sweet dude, and everything we did with him was really, really cool. But it was the first time we'd ever had somebody come in and like help write songs with us and whatever.
Who's another, like, he's a really good musician, great songwriter, and
super talented.
Again, Kevin, if you guys haven't checked him out, check him out.
Yeah.
Cool. And we're gonna take a quick break.
I really wanted to put a deck on my house.
The floor was creaking and there were cracks in the wall.
I had them put in walls in my basement.
Well, the whole thing was done on time, on budget, and not a day of work was missed.
Alpha Structural is a top-rate company. I'd recommend them to anybody.
If you live in a hillside home and gravity is pulling you towards the edge of the cliff, I recommend you call Alpha.
It was a real pleasure to work with Alpha.
And welcome back to the show with the band Madus. So I wanted to talk about your music videos that you have. I know you have a couple of them out right now, and what was the one that you most recently did?
Running From Your Truth. It's a live in-studio thing, just one take. Running From Your Truth live, I think it is on YouTube.
Okay.
You can find it out there.
Well, actually, we can just play it right now.
Finding deep within you, felt yourself expanding out. And if you ever reach the peak, it's quite beyond a doubt. From the view, we saw potential, but you boxed up the beauty of what you could be just to run into self-serving arms. Uphill, hail all discomfort for an excess of thrill. Leave all the searching for someone who cares. Pick up the pieces of your broken memories to see what you'd like to see. Never surrender. Your flamboyant ounce of grace. Oh no, what have you begun? Oh no, what have you begun? Oh no.
Okay, great. Well, that's a great music video.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we're coming up on the New Year's now.
Yes, we are.
What are your plans for this next, year that's coming up?
Kicking it off with the tour. Music will all be out by then.
Mm-hmm.
Soon after the new year.
Yeah.
And I think from there, once it's out, obviously playing shows is good. We're always writing, we're always just kind of doing that. I think we all try to do that, like it's eating breakfast, just like getting together and writing stuff. But as far as big major plans, I think just pushing that, the new stuff as much as we can. We'll have imaging done, by that point, and just really, like you mentioned earlier, get more people to
Getting the
hear
word
it.
out.
You know what I mean? And by
Yeah.
that time, it'll be that package that we were talking about, and
Yeah.
kind of come full circle, hopefully.
Awesome. Well, what would you say is like your favorite song so far that you guys have done?
Oof, this will be good. I think we'll each have one.
I know, I want to know.
Written or recorded so far?
Recorded so far.
Okay.
I won't mention the one. Yeah. My personal
Recorded.
favorite. Oh, recorded that like isn't released yet?
No, recorded.
That is gonna be okay. Man. Probably Eyes. Yeah, I'm really into this track Eyes.
Yeah.
That's my
It's gonna be on the new EP that we're
Yeah.
doing.
Awesome.
yeah. Is that what we're talking about? We're talking about the new stuff?
Whichever one you want, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I look like an idiot now for talking about stuff that's
No,
not out.
I was
No.
gonna say new one.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right,
so,
cool.
Hey,
So
man. the one you're working on now. So
That's
Yeah.
what I'm into right now.
that's right.
Yeah. I'm really into changing.
Oh yeah.
What about that one?
Yeah, Kirby, tell us about it, man.
It's pretty fat. It's pretty rad, I think. It's think all I'm gonna say is think heavy, like Queens of the Stone Age type riffage. kinda.
Nice.
With like a,
That's awesome.
it's got a very kind of like prissy Muse chorus with like a
Yeah, very. Yeah, it's
old school riff rock
Okay.
verse.
Gets pretty heavy.
It gets
I think
pretty-
for us, like, we all love heavy music a lot, but we don't always necessarily get to play it. And so anytime we get to just have an excuse to be really heavy, it's always a lot
Dude,
of fun.
our faces up on stage when we play them live, we're looking at each other, we're like, this is awesome. It's so good to be loud. Or like laughing because we feel, yeah, it's just, it's fun.
And to like be that. And to like be that band too.
Yeah.
Like everybody's having like clapping solos and sample pads these days, and then to get up there and be in drop
like-
D.
Oh, these big amps behind us, and the drums sound sweet. Feel it. The bass is in my bones.
What about you, Sam?
It's tough. I think my favorite is it's also a new one. It's called "You Could Never Feel." That's probably my favorite track.
And what is it about that track that you like so much?
Everything. It's honestly, I don't know, everything about it. Just like it's like has like a cool and like interesting groove. The chorus is awesome. Like all of Dugan's vocals on it are just so awesome.
Is it a heavy song or is it kind of a slower song?
It's like a heavy groove song.
Yeah.
I can't. It's like it is heavy. It's heavy and like a sort of fast-paced song.
Never needing any other parting gifts to keep you wholly bound.
You can shake your hips to it.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
shake your, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been known to shake hips to that one
Yes.
once or twice.
Well, you guys mentioned two bands that I really love, Queens of the Stone Age and Muse.
Yeah.
So those are really good sounds, you know? So you're
Yeah.
actually kind of like a mixture of those, I think, in a way. Don't you think?
Well, to
I
hear from
get it.
someone,
That's
that's awesome.
really
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
totally.
Sweet.
Well, great.
Yeah, we
well,
love
I'm
those bands.
hoping people come in and, check out all your new songs on the new album that's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much for coming on the show, guys.
Thank
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Totally. It's awesome to have you.
Yeah. Well, all right.
Thanks for watching the band Madus on
The Red Booth.